Hello, good evening. It's an exciting one today. We are opening our October monthly make box. Now, bear in mind, October is our monthly make birthday. Monthly makes have been back for a whole year, so we made this one a little bit special. And I can't wait to share the contents and some amazing samples. Mum must have really liked this one because she's gone way overboard on the samples, but they do look fab. So that's what we're going to do tonight. We might even get to have a little bit of a play because this stamp set is really good fun. My only problem is not got a clue where mine is, so I'm going to have to use what's in the box. It was a while ago I did my samples. Hi Susie, hi Christine, hi Zena. So that's the plan for tonight. We're going to look in October's box. We're going to have a bit of a celebration of what is all things monthly make. It's a bit of a bumper box. You're lucky if you got one. We said loads of you signed up this month, which is amazing, and we were totally shocked by the number of people that signed up this month, to be fair. So you've got a cracking box this month. Hi Christine, hi Sean. So should we have a look, see what's in the box, because hopefully everyone's has arrived by now, because the posties seem to be on top form this month. Hi Lynn. Right, let me head over to this one. Right, so you all know by now our lovely monthly make boxes. A whole year. Just realised you can see all my gubbins on my desk. I did tidy my desk, so we have a bit of space. Not much, but a bit of space. About this much space this afternoon. Hi Jackie. Oh, thank you Jackie. It is a good box. I've got to admit, I love designing this one. I did get a little bit carried away, so it is a bit of a bumper. And like I say, Mum's got carried away with the samples. I'm hoping she's going to join us because they are cracking. There's some gorgeous ones this month. Right, should we have a look then? So, in your box, I've just pulled this one together. So in your box, you should get your little discount card. Yep. And then we've changed it up a little bit on you. So now you get a lovely little booklet that shows you the stamp sets in your monthly make, and it gives you a little bit of inspiration in there as well, because I know sometimes when you get the box it can be a little while until we get to share with you what we've been doing, so that's why we started to put the leaflets in. I know we used to put bits and bobs in there that not everybody used, so that is why now we're going down the leaflets. So you get a bit of a leaflet with, there'll still be a hello from me, not quite as long next month, and then you get some of the lovely creations we have made so far. And then you get your gubbins, your lovely stamps. Hi Noella. So first up this month you get two, I realise my camera's a bit close tonight, you get two lovely stamp sets. You get this really big A5 set which is all these beautiful flower heads. Now you will probably recognise this lovely little lady here. This is our Stella. Yeah, so you can see Stella's in there because she was part of a big clump, wasn't she? But she's quite a nice one to stamp on her own, and I don't know about you, I kept finding Stella I'd have to pull out, stamp her and then cut all the bits off. So now we've got Stella by herself. Got some lovely foliage, and then this lovely, is it a peony, is it a rose, not quite sure, but it's a nice one to work with. And then we've got these little bits of foliage. Now Mum thinks these ones are a flower. Yep, so you've got different bits of foliage, flowers, all sorts. So you've got some really big statement flowers on there, so you can see that is the size of that really big rose or peony. Is a big, if I put my thumb next to it, see, it's as big as my thumb. That is a big flower, isn't it? So you get that one, and then you get the super splat or splodge, what do we call it, solid splat, there we go, it's got its name on there now. And then you can just see it's a great one. It can be a great one for building up textures, and just having a bit of fun with it. So treat it more like a poly plate because you've got all that big expanse. Yeah. Hi Tracy. So you've got that big expanse in there. So treat it more like a poly plate so you can get all those lovely techniques you would on a poly plate because it is so big. Yep. So there's the stamp. It is actually the same size as what's on your packaging for once. I know, shocker. So there's that one. And then because it's our birthday, we couldn't have a birthday box without a bit of a bonus. So this is your birthday bonus, really, isn't it? I feel like I'm on The Price is Right or something. So this is your birthday bonus one. So it's a fabulous stamp. You know I love my sentiments and sayings, and I don't normally put one on the outside of a card, but this one you can basically make a card just using this sentiment. So you get wishing you a very happy, and then you choose whether it's an anniversary or a birthday. And there's your stamp set. So let me move my box out of the way. Like I say, I'm not sure where my stamps have gone, so I'm going to have to claim this set. So I've turned this one over. You can see it's a really big, I think it's about 3.5 inch you need to cut to stamp this one onto. So it is a really big stamp. And then you get little bits of foliage as well. So you can see you get, basically you get, I tried to tie it all in. So you get this foliage, but a teeny tiny one. And then you get the other one as well, so that one as well. But yeah, they're teeny tiny. Yeah, so that is what. Oh, there you go, Mum's just joined us. So, I'm getting it all mixed up. So again, with your birthday bonus one, I did you a little bit of inspiration on the back as well, including a spelling mistake. I found that after they've been printed. Naughty girl. So yeah, that was your birthday bonus one. So if you buy the multi-make, when we release it for general release, you won't get this one included. So that's that one. Fabulous. I do love this one. I think we're going to be using this one quite a lot because it is, you know, it's one of those that you can just pick up, make a really quick card with it. And then these two were your monthly make stamp set. Even I tried not to sneeze then, apologies. You get your leaflet, your booklet, not quite sure what we're calling that then, your inspiration bit, yep. And then you get your discount card in there as well. But for those of you, and there are quite a few of you that have been with us for the last 12 months, so you have got you have bought every single month, every single monthly make we have brought out in the last 12 months. We couldn't go without saying thank you for that as well. So in your box, this is only for the people that have been with us for the last 12 months, you also got a little present and a little thank you off me and Chris. So thank you for your support, because it does mean a lot to us. Hi Rachel. So you actually got an extra stamp set. Now it wasn't supposed to be this big, but it kind of kept growing. So you also got our candle doodles, which again is another wonderful one for quick and easy birthday cards. It was only meant to be this, but it kept growing. Yeah, Mr. Roo and I had a few discussions over that one. So that one is only for those members that have been with us 12 months. So as a thank you. Oh, thank you all. Hi Rachel, hi Sue. It's a fab little stamp set, that one. So just to recap, what was in your box should have been a lovely big floral doodle set, fabulous big statement flowers, your solid slats, a bit of a leaflet to help you with some inspiration, and then you've got your wishing you a very happy, because it's got to be very happy because it's your birthday or your anniversary, one of the two, and then your leaflet to go with that as well. So you did actually have a absolute stonker of a box this month. Right, should we have a look at some samples? And there is a lot to go through because, like I said before, Mum got a little bit. I just realised how messy my desk is. I have actually tidied this today. I know, it's been a whole year. Whole year. Couldn't let it pass without celebrating, could we? So, first up, really simple. What you'll find with these is they are really, really simple. Oh, that looks really, really washed out. It's not, it's actually a bit brighter than that in real life. How do you get these boxes of goodies? They are our monthly make, so you subscribe to our monthly make. So if you were to subscribe this month, you would get next month's box. It's a bit like pre-ordering a magazine, but you get a load of lovely stamps. And so the box itself is, if you subscribe to the box, it's £10. If you buy the box after it goes on general release, it is $14.99 until we've run out of leaflets. It will be in the future. I know, a year's gone crazy. It is, Susie. It's gone really, really fast, and we've had some really good designs as well. It's been lovely going back over them the past week over on Facebook, and you can see them on our website page as well. So samples. This one really simple to do. We've got that big lovely, is it rose peony, whichever one it is, just stamped in there. I've actually coloured this in using mementos. I know that sounds daft, but I wanted it that really gentle colour in the background, subtle, that's the word I'm looking for, subtle in the background, to get that lovely pink, and it's all toned in well because I've used the same shade of memento. Yeah, and then you've got that big statement, yeah, that really big statement of sentiment, that's the word I'm looking for. So wishing you a very happy anniversary. So that's that one, and then you get that lovely little bits to add in there as well. And it's not just for a bloke, a girl, great for blokes cards too. So this one is one of Mum's. You can see she's used that lovely splat in the background, and then you've got wishing you a very happy and then birthday. And I know it's quite a swooshy font, but I think you get away with that for your blokes cards as well. But a really fab idea. And I love this effect she's got. I'm going to have to find out how she's done that. Really, really cool effect. I think she's used memento in the background, though I could be wrong. Next one, we've got loads to go through, so I'm gonna whip through these, but we will be getting them up on the web over the next day or two. Oh, thanks, Noala. Another one of Mum's. You can see she stamped this one. I'm sure it's 3.5 inch you need to cut, so it's a 3.5 inch square you need to cut to put your sentiment on there. She's just used the edge of her stamping block because she's very much like me. She doesn't like bringing in extra bits that you don't get from outside of your box. And then just look at that little bit of foliage. So it's just one of the floral doodle stamps just in the top there. It reminds me of like pampas grass starting to bloom, that coming out of there. But yeah, another lovely one from Mum. And then I've just gone a bit weird and wacky with this one. There we go. Really simple to do. Grab your splats, just a couple of colours. Reminds me of summer, and then I've just used the 2 different sizes of Stella. Look at the size of that Stella. She's wonderful, isn't she? And then I have cheated because I've just used a happy birthday off another set. Actually, I think it's off the Stella set. Could be. So just stamped over those 2 different colours of, I think it's oxide. Looks like oxide to me. Yeah, really cool. Next up, this is one of Mum's, and I love what she's done on this one too. So beautiful card, yeah. So we've got our splat in the background. She stamped our lovely sentiment up here. I think you should just be able to pick up on there. So you've got a bit of Stella in the background there, and then if you notice, I'll hold it up here. She cheated. Look at what she's done down here. Yeah, I'd never think of doing that. She has taken, if you look, she's taken 2 of the big Stellas and then 1 of the smaller Stellas. And look at how amazing that is. She's done it again here, 2 of the little ones. But how amazing is that? Absolutely love that. I'm going to be nicking that. Sorry, Mum. I think it's a fab idea. So this next one, I've literally taken anniversary off the Wishing You set, and then I've just stamped that flower on top of a splat, and then here, it's not me, is it, without a bit of doodling. So I've popped my foliage in, and then we've just doodled the stem on that one too. Really simple to do, but I think it's quite a nice one and really quick to make. Yeah. This box will be available at the end, well, hopefully on the 1st of November. But it will be at the $14.99. Hope that helps too. So another one, we've got our lovely flowers in the background, and I've just masked them off so I can put some foliage in there. Again, I don't even know what I've coloured that in with. And then I've stamped my saying over the top. You can tell I was on a roll when I was doing these. Could be oxide, could be anything actually I've coloured that one in with. But you can see those big flowers make such a wonderful background. Great for well, random backgrounds, but also repeat patterns, things like that. So another lovely little one. Could be brush show actually. I'm not sure what it's coloured in with. And then I just love this one of Mum's. She's got a vellum out. Check this one out. If I don't hold it up, you can see more of it, can't you? So again, she's layered up these. Oh no, she's not. Oh yes, she has. she's cut into this one, so you can see there. I don't want to damage it too much. Lovely. It's all vellum. All these flowers are vellum. It looks like she's used some of the old frantage to stamp that on. It's absolutely beautiful. And then she's just done a little bit of, I can't even remember what it's called. Is it Pergamon? No, that's a brand. It'll come back to me. Basically where you go over with a ball tool. Embossing, it's not that, but I know it'll come back to me. But it's beautiful. Evening Pauline. But just so simple. A lot of embossing's gone into that. I would never ever be that brave. But she has done a stunning job on that. It is beautiful. And it's all just torn on there. Just beautiful. Love that. Next up, we have got this one, another one of Mum's. Just use little Stelly. I think Parchment, that's the one. I'm getting there. Parchment Craft. Yeah, I'm sure it's got another name as well. Can't remember. Anyway, so again on here she's used a Stella. I think we're finding out which is Mum's favourite flower on this one. So we've got that lovely Stella down there. We've got lovely foliage with it. And again, she's just stamped that, wishing you a very happy birthday. But you can see how it all just works really well together. But what I found, the cards actually look like they take ages to do, and they're not, because those flowers are so big, they colour dead easy. Yep, really simple one from me. And I know this sentiment isn't in the box, but I had to drag one in, didn't I? So I've just splattered it 4 times, different colours, in oxide, so you get that kind of like paint effect, like it's just been dropped on flour. And then I've just bunged a sentiment over the top. Really simple, really easy to do. Yep, nothing complex about that one. Is that splash really good for boys, teens, and blokes that are awkward? Yeah, I think I can see Mr. Roo having a few cards with that on it. So next up, another one from Mum. She's used that gorgeous, what I was actually doing as foliage, but she sees it as like, we were discussing it the other day, as like mistletoe and things like that. It could even be like, what they called, I know fuchsia would have bits going up as well, aren't it? Anyway, it can be a flower, it can be foliage, it's up to you. And it's got little berries in the end of it. Splat in the background. She's actually done some splatting on her words as well. And she's even split this sentiment up. Yep. So it's not just one big solid space on the card. So pretty, isn't it, that one? I do like that one. Now I've got to admit, this next one, I'm sorry Mum, but actually I'm going to show it first before I say it. There we go. Check this one out. Snowdrop. It could be a snowdrop. That's the thing. I don't sit and draw a flower. I kind of make it up as I go along. Yeah, could be mistletoe. Could be anything, couldn't it? So this one then, ladies, as soon as I saw this, there was only one thing I saw, and I hope she doesn't mind me saying, but doesn't it look like crab pincers? That's all I saw. As soon as I saw it, it's like, oh my, it's the beach and I've got a little crab coming out the sea. But it's lovely. I think it's the colours, isn't it? It's a fab idea though. So you get that lovely flower head coming out of your foliage. Probably only me that can see that. And then I was thinking these look a bit like the sun as well, though you wouldn't have 4 suns, would you? But yeah, another lovely one from Mum there. Love how she started to build up and create her own little, like with this one, her own little flower vines. Yep. So another one there from Mum. Lovely bright colours on that one. I think it was only me that could see that. Oh, there you go. She admits it did to her as well. So another one here. Really simple. We've done all of these techniques so many times. Just an ombre. So purple, pink, yellow with our distress oxides. Taken Stella in the background and water resisted. Yep. And then just on the top, so I've reversed my colour, so my yellow from yellow flower, purple from my purple flower, and coloured it in using oxides. And again on this one, I've stamped the first part of my sentiment, and then I've just popped the anniversary or your birthday onto a different piece. So that's the bit that sticks out. Everything else is a lower layer. Yeah, that word. Lower level layer. That's the one. So that's that one. Would look really nice with Mum's idea of just layering up those flowers as well. But really quick, really simple to do. But it does look fabulous. I'm not even halfway through the pile, I don't think. Right, next up, another one. She's gone to town with these lovely little flowers again. Got our birthday stamped up in the corner, got our splats again in the background. It's just different ways of layering these flowers. It's a flower arrangement, isn't it? And you can put them in whatever order you want. But yeah, just lovely colours. Some lovely ideas. I like how she's got the flower head in the background there as well. Do like that one. Next up, another one great for blokes. So she's popped the splat in the background. Yeah, it would look lovely. Noella with a Christmas sentiment. You might want to hold your horses on that one. We're talking about monthly makes tonight. I'll show you something else. Not tonight, but later in the week. So another one, great one for blokes. Got the splat in the background. Just a really simple card, but it looks so effective, doesn't it? And you can change it up. You could use your blues. You could use, well, anything, couldn't you? It would just look really cool. So another one. And then I've done one very similar actually with pattern papers. So we've all got a massive pattern paper stash, haven't we? I'll hold my hands up. I can see it's in front of me. I've got those big 12x12 bags. I won't tell you how many I've got of them because it's a little bit embarrassing. So great for using with your paper stash. So just cut some paper out. So it's just a simple 6x6 card, whack your sentiment on the top, and all I've done is cut into my paper to get my star, and then just done a little bit of our ribbon doodles around the edge. Really simple to do. But yeah, get using that pattern paper. Literally a 5-minute make, that one. Now, we all know Mum's into a fussy cutting, but this takes it to another extreme. I don't know if I can quite. You can see all those layers she's done. Not only that, as she has sat and done lots and lots of little stitch lines on that big flower head. How cool's that? Yeah. So we've got wishing you a very happy birthday on there, and then again she's just gone around the edge with the edge of a stamp, a stamping block. But yeah, really simple but really effective. Do like that stitching idea. It is. Imagine how long that took to cut out. I'd have gone cross-eyed. Oh, and there's glitter. Oh, I don't know if it's quite showing. She used like a glitter pen on it as well. Don't know if I'm quite picking it up. There you go. Bit of sparkle on there as well. Yep. Alright, come on, let's see if you can focus again. It's the glitter, it does it every time to me. I'm going to ink pad in and see if it'll do it now. Come on. You know you want to. It's my own fault. I shouldn't have been faffing as much. There we go, we're back now. Right, so another really simple one. Just across the top, all I've done is just stamped those flowers. So masking, that's all I've done on that top one. They are easy to cut out though. But you know me and cutting out, I'm not that patient. I can go around the edge, but then to start cutting in, no. So literally I've stamped the big peony, rose, whatever he is, little stellas on the outside, and then some lovely foliage as well. So we've got all just poking out, and I'm pretty sure that's oxide by the looks of it, because that looks like mustard seed, doesn't it? Yes, yeah, Sue is known for her creative ideas. Right, next up. Now this one looks very Mexican to me. Yeah, so do you remember when we had our lovely, what do we call her, Miss Prickles and Tom Thorne, those lovely cacti? This kind of colour scheme, these look like they'd fit really in well with our little cactuses. even this one as well, on with our cactus. I think it's the colours. I'm itching now to try, because Mum only dropped these off today, so I haven't seen them before. Or was it yesterday? I think it might have been yesterday. I think they would work really well with those little cacti as well. Yeah. So what have we got on here? It looks like she has, I'm not quite sure what she's done on this one. It's got a really weird background to it. She's flummoxed me with the background on this one. But again, these look like vellum. They are vellum. Lovely vellum on there as well, with some little tags. But it is. And again, they're all cut into. So much cutting out. There we go. Right, next up, we're near the end. So, those of you who've been with us 12 months, we couldn't not, well, Mum did. I've not been that good. Couldn't not give you some samples for your set as well. So there's just a couple here from Mum. So again, you've got your lovely little candles. Again, she loves that cutting out, doesn't she? It fits in really well with your splat. Just looks amazing. Kept it to the blues on that one. Then we've got this one. So the saying with your candle set is time to just shine. Yep. And then we've got our lovely candles again with all different decorations on them. That's what we'll call it. And then finally, this is the last one, I promise. Really simple one. She stamped those candles, cut them out, and then just done like a sunshine behind it. Time to just shine. Yeah. Really cool. So we've gone to town this month with our samples. We couldn't not really, with it being our birthday month. I'm not going to go back through them all. Well, I will. Just a really quick one. Just really super fast. Yeah, little pincers. So it's little things, isn't it? There you go. Love that one. So beautiful, isn't it? And then that one. That idea is just fabulous, isn't it? Really, really beautiful. The camera is really not doing it justice. It is just stunning. All that cutting out. So we've got that one. Then back to where we started. So that hopefully is giving you a little bit of inspiration on how to use your birthday bonanza set. And it definitely is a bonanza. We've got lots and lots in there. Now I'm going to be really naughty because I'm going to nick the stamps out of this set to play with tonight. Like I say, not got a clue what I did with my stamps. Could be anywhere. So I'm just going to jump into these and whoops, sticking everything to everything now. Oh, I missed one. That'll teach me to put stuff down. And then all I've just done a quick MDF heart. Used a bit of kitchen roll in the back to get that lovely, reminds me of like a mummy effect. And then just started, my cutting out is not as advanced as Mum's. But yeah, I need to probably put the hole through so I can hang that up somewhere. Right, anyway, let's get on with our crafting. I knew I'd forget to put that one out if I didn't put it in the pile. And I did. Right, so on that lovely big flower head to begin with. So we're going to pop this one. I'm just going to do a really simple one tonight because I've done a lot of talking and we've got a lot of, I've looked at a lot of samples on me. I might turn it around. So I'm going to create my faux frame. You've seen me do this loads of times. Pop that there. Right, just like that. Now I need a stamping block, would help. I'm going to put it right in the corner. So, where's my ink? Oops, can't get my ink open. You can tell the weather's gone cold, can't you? Because I can't. Oh, there we go. Oh. But I do. I really do hope you enjoyed your box this month and you've got lots and lots of ideas. I think these flowers you're just going to go and grab them. Stamp that down here. There we go. I'm going to move that to one side. Hi Maxine. Don't know about autumnal, Susie. It's more like I was going to say the Sahara, but that's the wrong one, isn't it? It's more like the Arctic up here, down here even. I made the fatal flaw of only taking a jumper for the school run today. Whoa, won't be doing that again. The sun was out, but it definitely wasn't warm. Come on, scissors, where have you gone there? So I'm just going to create a little mask. I'm going to need to create a few more actually. And should we use brushos or oxides? Go on ladies, you tell me which one should we use. Should we do a bit of brusho or should we do oxides? Because I haven't got any on my desk because I didn't tidy it. Ooh, I know. Hi Sandy. Oh, brusho. There we go. We'll do that. And then because you're on a roll in, what should we do? What colour flower should we do? Well, I'm just cutting out. Absolutely some gamboge. We can't do a gamboge flower. So what flower should we do? What colour should we do our flower? Should it be pink, purple? Could have that lovely Alzarian crimson one. That's quite a nice one, isn't it? Right, so flower done. We don't need it anymore. It can go back in its box. Foliage now. It's so tough. I don't know which is my favourite one. Well, I do because I'm going to be cutting it out. Ooh. Sharon says purple and says orange. Well, Sharon was first. So we'll do purple. Right, I'm going to use this one only because it's really, really easy to cut out. I'm going to pop that on there. Don't know what to do with myself with all this space on my desk. I'm used to being cramped into a little space. It's really thrown me. So we're going to have a bit of foliage coming out. These could always be gladioli as well, couldn't they? I think it was Mum that said that. Is that one? And what I'm trying to do is just create a bit of a... Well, I'm creating a corner, aren't I? I didn't quite mean to do that, but I have done. I think I did ask you, Lynn, didn't I? Sorry. Oh, we've got crimson over on YouTube as well. So, should try and do a bit of a... I've messed that up now. It's not going to work quite how I wanted to do it. Maybe it will. I just need to change. Be a bit more flexible with it. There we go. Right. I was too busy chatting away and not paying attention. Oops. You know what? Let's change it up completely, shall we? There we go. Right. Got an idea. Oh, that's not going to work, is it? Stamped it on the wrong bit. I should really pay attention to what I'm doing, shouldn't I? Not going to fit on that last bit. I was going to say we could have both, couldn't we? An orange and purple. No, that's a challenge. Let's pop that over there. Can't believe I've just put that on the wrong bit of my mask. I'm just going to go really quickly around these. Yeah, Halloweeny. Definitely feels Halloweeny at the moment, doesn't it? Let's try and do this the right way around this time. I'm sure we can do some orange with a dab of purple in there. There we go, right. Oh, I know that feeling, Lynn. It's been a very long week and it's only Wednesday, isn't it? Though I did think it was Monday, so that was a bit of a shocker. So we're going to pop that on there like so. Oh no, it was just fluff. I thought I'd had squeaky chair. Yeah, we're going to pop that there like so. I need to get my brush hose out, don't I? So we're going to go gamboge. We want a bit of purple and we want a bit of orange. And we want the green. So leafy green. Couldn't find my orange. Right, so I've got orange. The gamboge is orangey, isn't it? Purple, leaf green and gamboge. I'm going to start off with my gamboge first. And all I'm going to do... oh, I wish it was Friday. Oh no, actually, no, I don't wish it was Friday at all. Oh, Sean wishes it was Friday. No. If it was Friday, it means I'm way behind. So just little taps. You'll notice I'm just holding down my piece of card in this place. Whoops. Because what you don't want is it to go underneath, yeah? So you could use a big post-it note for it. I prefer using a piece of card because then you get 2 for 1, don't you? Because now I'm going to have a nice little mat as well. So I'm just going to give it a spritz. Make sure when you're spritzing and you've done this, you spritz from the top. If we do any of this, it's just going to straight under. Not a good idea. So straight from the top. I do love this effect. I've got a duck as well in my spritzer tonight. I've got a squeaky chair and a duck for a spritzer. What is the world coming to? So I'm just going to pop that there. A quick dry. Just watch your post-it notes don't get crinkled up and they don't get over sticky. I do love that effect. Turn it round. Really saturated this card. I didn't mean to be quite so much. Just finding everything at the moment because it's gone a bit chilly. It takes twice as long, doesn't it? My poor glue today didn't want to stick. It's going, no thanks. To be fair, it didn't want to come out of the bottle either. And then it just got even cold. Right. Got a really wet blob just there. Let me sort that out. Right. So. Oh. Not sure what's just gone on the floor. Whoops. Right. I should have dried that one off at the same time. Bear with. Look at that. Look at that for wonderful background. I would tell you what size I cut, but I can't remember. Just give that one a quick blast. Not too worried about that one. Right. Just don't want it wet and soggy on my desk because you know that's where my arm's going. Straight into it. Just dry up my desk a bit. Right, put that back over there. And then let's get this off. So we've got our lovely big flower. And then I'm just going to grab a little scrapper card. I'll do. Oops. And I'm going to put my orange. Now normally I only put one colour out at a time, don't I? But tonight I'm going to put my orange and my purple out because I want to try. Did say I'd try to do orange with the purple. And each one gets its own little blob. And let's see if I've cleaned my brush out this time. Oops. She says that and then takes from the other ones. So we're going to do something like a bit of orange. Yeah. And then. Ooh. Okay. Reminds me of some what we call. What are the flowers that Dad dropped off the other day, Mum? I want to say dahlias, but that's not right. She'll remind me what they're called. I'm really no good with flowers, am I? So I'm just going to lay a little bit of orange down first. And just make sure if you're going to be adding lots and lots of water, especially if you're using something like Versafine Clair, just make sure because it stays wet a long time. Yep. So just make sure it's dried first, otherwise it'll start to bleed a little bit. Versafine doesn't do it quite as much, but Versafine Clair does for some reason. It's made by the same people. Just comes out of a different machine. So let's start putting this on here. I'm really saturating my card, so we're just going to have to watch it a little bit. Tell you what would have been nice as well, to grab some sprinkler. They don't even need colouring in properly, these flowers, because they're such a doodle. They're a doodle. Literally, ooh, too much there. So you can see I've gone really dark there, so just go in and grab your water. And it just waters it down and it forgives so much. Yeah, I had one of them in ages, those lollipops, 2 coloured lollipops. So I'm going to come and grab some of this purple now. No, I'm not. Bear with, let me grab the chrysanthemums. They're the ones. There's a really deep red one that he dropped off. It was gorgeous. So all I'm doing is just adding a teeny tiny bit of metallic gold sprinkler. Copper would have worked as well because it's got that lovely reddy tinge to it. Right, moment of truth now. Is this going to work? Let's see. Ooh, too dark. So again, I'm going to want my dark shade in the middle, aren't I? Maybe, maybe not. Might turn it into mud if we're not careful. I'm just adding less and less as we get to the edges. And I know that sprinkler's not doing anything at the moment, but like we always say, you've got to make sure you dry it, and then that sprinkler starts to just pop. It's only subtle. It's only subtle as our sprinkler, but it does. Made a right mess of my paint palette today, haven't I? There we go. Right, I'm starting to oversaturate my paper. Okay. See what it looks like with a bit of red on there. Might actually blast it with my heat gun because, like I say, it is really, really wet. Might want to go in a minute with a bit more purple. Okay. No matter how much you think your desk is, you've got your brush off your desk, it's still there, isn't it? If we turn this over, it's going to be really wet on the back. There we go. See? Yeah, you could use your chameleon pens. So like, the colouring in is still one of those things that I've got to get to grips with. Painting's fine. Pick up a paintbrush. Picking up a pen's different. I don't know if you can start to see that sparkle coming through on our... Right in the centre it's really wet, so we'll go from the back again. And what this does as well, if you heat from the back, it also flattens out your paper a bit. So you know when sometimes your paper gets all curly whirly? If you heat from the back and the front, it starts to just level it out a little bit, because all the fibres then are starting to dry at the same time. You like the shrink plastic stuff? Yeah. You always flip that over, don't you, to... Maybe overheating the table then. Right, so there's my green, there he is. A little bit of leaf green, I put way more out than I needed. There we go, and then just start to add. Start off gently, very diluted, and then you just go to your darker colours. Then we'll cheat and we'll use our charcoal pencil to add the extra bits. You can see now I'm going to almost where my raw brush is and just picking it up. Oh, I've not tried that, Tracy. Tracy suggests spritzing the back. Ooh, too much. Spritzing the back. Not tried that. I will have to give that a whirl. There we go. Add a little bit. side, and I'm going to do exactly the same on the other one. Oops. Diluted that way more than the other one was. That's a bit more like it, isn't it? Just add a little bit in. It's almost getting like a colour wash down, isn't it? So just colour the whole thing in, and then we'll go back in and make it darker when we need to in a moment. So coming back up to where my raw stuff is. Oops, my paintbrush is soggy. That's not going to help, is it? There we go. Keep picking it up and adding it to it. Remember, if you do go too heavy-handed, just add a little bit of water and you'll be able to dab it away. That is the beauty of the brusher. There we go. It's growing on me, that flower. It is. A mixture of purple and orange. There we go. Do I also just dab a little bit of extra purple in? No, I'm going to leave it. Step away, girl. Right, so now I've got a decision to make. I can either stamp my saying straight into there, which is what I think I'm going to do, or I could trim that down and then you've got like a matted layer, haven't you? But I'm not. I'm going to stamp straight into this one. So let me find my stamp. Oops. Fingers and thumbs. So I'm going to take my big sentiment first. Put that down over there. Just remember, pop it on, make sure you've got no bubbles, because it is actually quite a big sentiment stamp, that one. So you don't want to be having any bubbles behind it, because you want it to stamp beautifully. So I think I'm going to stamp this at a bit of a angle to match my frame-ish. I'm actually going to turn it all the way around and stamp it upside down, because it's not as far to reach then, is it? Oops, that's not inked up very well at all. What was I thinking? I wasn't looking at it properly, was I? Right, so then this one, missed that bit again. I'm just being over cautious. There we go. Right, so it's going to go about there, I think. So wishing you a very happy, I think I might do anniversary. It feels like an anniversary. I think that orange kind of says anniversary colours, doesn't it? Or it could be a spooky anniversary. A good press. Oh, got no pressure left in my thumbs. There we go. Switch back to this one. Let's put my foliage back on there before I lose another set of stamps. Not got a clue where they are. And then anniversary or birthday, which one do you think? Which one should we go with? Should we have a birthday or an anniversary? Oops, ow. Can't pull anything off today, can I? There we go. Right. Birthday. Thank you, Lynn. And it's at the bottom. So again, with these, remember, when you want to put it on your stamp, if you want to put that on there, you can do whatever you want with it. So there you go, I've made it into a bit of a funny line. Don't want that, we want it nice and straight. So pop it onto the right way down. There you go, so pop it down as if you were stamping it, splat it. That way you know your stamp is at rest. I know I go on about this a lot. Your stamp's at rest, it's going to stamp nice and straight, and especially because it's such a butch text, it's got a really it's a really solid text. So you notice if it's not been popped onto your block quite square. Just ink him up. Hope I've done that right. I think. And I'm just going to leave a little gap, and then just eyeball it and finish off our saying. So yeah, wishing you a very happy birthday. It's the same with any of the long thin sayings. If you've got a long thin saying like that, you just need to make sure you don't position it, let it do itself. So that's that one. Right, now doodle pens, where did I put them? Let's move my card out of the way. So I'm going to grab this one first up. And I'm just going to go around the edge. So, oh, thank you. This box isn't available at the moment, but the past boxes are. This one will be general release about November 1st, when the new box gets sent out. That's a long way off. long way off. It's Halloween before that, isn't it? Put that down there. If you notice, I'm not going right to my flower, because if I go and touch my flower now, it's going to look like it is stuck together, and we don't want that. We want it to be so it's in the background. You know what's coming next, don't you? We've had the doodle pen, so now we need our charcoal pencil. So what I'm going to do is just add a little bit around here. It doesn't have to be on the line. I think we had this discussion the other day, didn't we? As close to the line as you can make it, because mine's never near the line. See? Oh, I'm not going to jinx myself. There we go. And then on the inside, across the top. I'm doing a scratchy line so nobody notices that I'm not near my line, if that makes sense. And then we'll do a little work on our flower, because he's looking a little bit, or she's looking a little bit. So what I'm going to do is right in the, you know, the bits where he's got loads and loads of bits coming over, where he's overlapping. That's what I'm trying to say. I suppose if I'd have thought about it, I could have used a purple pencil, couldn't I? That would look quite nice. I'm just going to ease up. Again, another technical term, just ease it up as we go to the edge, so I don't want it as harsh. Because there's some big bursts of flower petals on the outside, isn't there? So. There we go. I'm getting carried away now. I've got me little my doodle pens, I've got my charcoal pencil. There's a happy bunny now. There we go. I'm quite happy with that. It's an idea, isn't it? Right, so there we go. So we've used the big rose, peony, whatever it is, out of the floral doodles. We've used some foliage on there, and then we've used our lovely sayings. So if we can just have a quick look. We shouldn't we do before and afters on the doodling. It's my favourite bit. So that is your monthly make stamp set. No, it's not. Ignore me. That was wrong. I'll do it again. That is your monthly make stamp set. Oops. If you were lucky enough to subscribe to this box, you also got that one. And if you have been with us for 12 months, you also got that one. Proper bumper box this month. And I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you get to use this one get to use this one quite a lot, because I think it's quite a versatile stamp set. Well, stamp sets. There's lots of them in there. Right, let's see if I can find my mouse, which is always a problem. It is a great box this month. I have had loads of fun. Just designing it, playing with it. The flowers I got a bit carried away with. They were meant to be a little one, but they just kept growing, like they do. Anyway, so that is it from us tonight. I hope you've enjoyed that, and I can't wait to see what you have all been creating using the multi-make box. So if you want to go and post it in our group, the Crafty Roos, you will then be entered automatically in our weekly giveaway. I'm losing my words. I think it's that time of night, isn't it? Well, thank you all for your lovely comments. Noelle, I did ask when we're back on the craft store. We're actually back on Tuesday next week, and we are bringing, well, we are, watch this weekend, we are bringing back some, well, we're about to launch our, I don't even want to say it, but we are launching our advent calendar on the craft store on Tuesday next week. I've changed it a little bit, so watch out over the weekend for some information on that one. Noel's also asking how's Bear. He's doing alright. Hopefully 3 more weeks and then he's out of cast. So he's doing alright. He's pestering. He got everyone to sign it today, so he's quite a happy little bear today about it. This morning he didn't want it anymore, but he got his mates to sign his cast, so he's a happy bear again. So yeah, we're back on at Craft Store on Tuesday next week. I think it's 1 o'clock. Pretty sure it's 1 o'clock. With our advent calendar, we also have some lovely Christmas sentiments, as you were saying before, Noala. We have got some lovely Christmas sentiments coming up, and can't remember the other thing. Yes, we will be offering the advent calendar on here, because you lovely monthly mate ladies can also use your discount card on it as well. So watch out over the weekend, because we will be, well, I will be telling you a little bit more about it, because I have made a few little changes to it this month. Not this month. Got monthly make on the brain. This year. Yeah, so watch out for that. Hopefully coming this weekend. But they'll definitely be here on our website as well. And yeah, they're looking good. I'm excited. I can't wait to show you all them as well. But when are we back? We're back on Monday with our monthly make at 7 o'clock as usual. I shouldn't have mentioned that, should I? No. It is too early, but it's not. It's not too early for it. Especially posties. We need to get them posted out to you. So yeah. Anyway, that's it for me tonight. I think that's everything I had to tell you. Watch out this weekend for some information. Well, some info about our calendars that are coming up this year. How they've changed a little bit, only a little bit. Hopefully for the better. I think they are. And yeah, back Monday at 7 for monthly make Monday, and then we're on the craft store on Tuesday, and then we'll be back here on Wednesday, I think. Busy week. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you all again very soon.